Hey guys, it's me again. So as you can see in the last video, I'm up here at the Washington terminal helping out again for a short amount of time this time. I think last time, it was like 3 or 4 weeks. This time, I just did my run up here and then I'm gonna stay a week and then head back. And today's Monday. So I got up here, I think last Thursday. I did a Friday run, and then I made it down to from Spokane over to Puyallup, picked up my trailer and made it down to Portland, where I took my 34-hour restart. And while I was there, I went ahead and met up with a buddy of mine from high school. So if you're watching that, it's nice to see you. It had been a while since we got to meet up, even though I'm up here quite a bit, but I definitely made a whole day to do that on Saturday, and now I'm over here at my first stop, and it's like almost 11:30 now, and I got here at 8 o'clock exactly. My paperwork said they open at 8:30, so I make it here a little early, and they tell me there's one truck in line, so I gotta wait on them. And yeah, it's been what, 3 hours, 3.5 hours, so hopefully I get done with that pretty quick. I've only got 8 stops, so I was hoping to make it back to the terminal in time to pick up my load tonight and just be ready tomorrow morning to hit the road, but it's looking highly unlikely to get all that done with it being almost noon and I'm still at my very first stop. But they're all pretty close, and I guess we'll just hope for the best. And it looks like a storm is brewing in. I think y'all should be able to tell that from that little time lapse I did. So I'm just gonna sit here, wait to get finished, and see how this day goes. Have a good one, guys. All right, guys. I ended up getting that load done. It was I ended up being at that stop for about 5 hours. I got that done. Today is actually Thursday, so it's been a couple more days already. Excuse me, since I did that. So I ended up getting that one done, and I think that was like a $1,500 load for me. And then Tuesday, I made it back up to I made it up that night back up to Puyallup, and Tuesday morning I grabbed a load, and it was all local, like Kent, Washington, up to Everett and Preston, like all those little towns around Seattle, which it went pretty good. I ended up, one of the stops was inside of like a mini mall type thing, so you have to pull in, and it was pretty sketchy getting out of there. I ended up talking to a day cab driver that works for us, and he was like, oh yeah, they tried to put that on my trailer, and I told him only straight trucks can make it in there. And he has a single axle day cab, and he had a 53-foot trailer, and he said he wouldn't even do it with a 40-foot trailer. Well, I ended up blindsiding up the parking lot went up on like a big hill. I mean, it was still a parking lot and everything. It's just it was still paved. It was just like up on a hill, so I ended up having to back up that, and as I was doing that, nice and slow, I scratched my catwalk and my APU a little bit, but other than that, it was wasn't that big of a deal. But I did end up getting out of there, and that was my second stop that morning, so I was feeling kind of overwhelmed. I was like, today's gonna be that day, But I ended up getting it done. I got back to the terminal. I think that one paid like $1,800 to me. And, I got done and back to the terminal by 4 o'clock, 4:30. And then I went ahead and grabbed my trailer that I have now and headed down to Bend. And this is Tuesday night, so I went. I didn't have much time left on my 14-hour clock, so I made it down to GC's truck center, truck plaza, whatever they call it, the truck stop at the 57, I believe, right there on I-5. So I made it down to there, got a shower and a nice meal, and then first thing Wednesday morning, I made it the rest of the way down to Hood River. Oh no. I guess I'm gonna take that off. I made it down the rest of the way to Hood River, where I had a 9 o'clock appointment, which if anybody's familiar with the area, Hood River is still about 3 hours away from Redmond and Bend. So putting Hood River on the front of the trailer kind of screwed me up for the whole day. So I left probably 9:30 after I got the 30-some pieces off the trailer. Headed on down, and I made it to Redmond like 12:30. And then I got my 2 stops off there, and then I ran into some trouble with my paperwork. I was missing some of the bills. They somehow they wasn't in there, so I had to call the office, and they emailed them over to the client, and that way I got my copies and everything. But so yeah, I was running. One of my stops closed at 2. Luckily they stayed open a little late since it was only 3 pieces. They said they'd work with me up until like up until about 5 o'clock, which I made it there like right at 4:15. I wasn't able to get 2 of my stops off in that city just because, you know, starting at 12:30, it just was really hard to do, especially with that many stops, because I think I had 8 or 9 stops total. But instead of just wasting all my time and waiting there for this morning, I went ahead and headed down to Klamath Falls, which is where I'm at now, because, you know, that's about 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive from Bend. I figured I could get those off first thing in the morning when they open at 10 o'clock. It's 9:38 now. It would have been nice if they opened at 8 o'clock and I got these 2 stops off. But there's like 20 pieces total for my 2 stops here, so I'll get those off at 10, and then over to my other one probably, you know, 10:30, 11 o'clock. Head up 11 to 12, 12 to 1. Let's just say 3 hours. 2 o'clock I'll be up there, get those 2 stops off, and then I've got to make it back to Puyallup, grab my reefer trailer, and then make it over to just below Ontario, Nessa, Oregon, by Friday morning, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. It seems kind of unlikely, because there it went. It seems unlikely if it's going to take me that long, you know, to get back up, because I think I'm 450 miles away from the terminal right now. So you know, not counting all the deliveries and everything, that's really going to be most of my clock. And I need to drop this trailer off, hook up to mine, and try to make it as far east as I can on this drive time. And yeah, wake up in the morning, or maybe in the morning. It might be, you know, toward the afternoon by the time I'm actually get my hours back, depending on how late I get this done. But I don't know. And then I'm going to be running close on my hours of service, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make the delivery on time by Tuesday. But I don't think she gave me a delivery time, so hopefully, as long as it's on Tuesday, I should be getting hours back at midnight on Tuesday. So maybe it plans out, it works out where I can, you know, just run off this time and then get my start over on you know, Tuesday. But then again, how much driving did I actually do on Monday last week, or this week, since I've sat at that one place for like 5 hours, you know? So but either way, coming from Salem all the way up to Washington was probably at least 5 hours. So I should be getting at least 5 hours back, probably 6 or 7. So that's the plan. Get this done today, get back up to Puyallup, grab my trailer, head over to NISA, right underneath Ontario, Oregon, pick up my backhaul, head all the way to North Carolina, deliver it on Tuesday, and then be home. So let's see how that works. Thanks for sticking around. If you haven't, please like the video and subscribe. It'd really help me out a lot. And, you know, leave a comment if you want, if you like the content and everything. It'd be great to get some more feedback on these. I know I'm not making as many videos as I started out doing, but I do feel more comfortable on screen. And you know, I am sitting in the parking lot right now, holding my phone in my hand, talking to it, and I'm sure people's been walking by and everything, so it does still feel weird. I don't think it's ever not going to feel weird, but it's the price you pay, right? So yeah, it'd be great to hear some feedback or some comments, and you know, there's bugs and either dust or bugs or something. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you. What's up, guys? So I ended up making it up from Klamath Falls over to back up to Puyallup, and it was pretty late at night. I ended up switching out the trailer. I still had some drive time, so instead of getting stuck in all that traffic on, what is it, 161, 167, one of those, or both of those actually, probably. I went ahead and made it all the way over to Cle Elum, had something nice to eat. Friday morning, today's Saturday, by the way, so Friday morning, my dispatcher gave me a call and was like, hey, I need this load taken to Florida. What's the chances of you switching loads with somebody and taking this load? I was like, well, I can do that. So it pays $5,600. I'm not even sure how much the other one paid. Sometimes when they need you to do something, I do it without asking. I was making a little over $1,000, $1,500 a day, my cut up here in Washington anyway. So sometimes, you know, you can just do something to help other people out. So I'm taking this load to Florida. I ended up, it was in Pasco, Washington, so it wasn't too far from Cle Elum. I went ahead, headed over to Pasco, picked up this load of potatoes, and made it over to Baker Truck Corral in Oregon last night. I ate some chicken parmesan and everything. It's kind of like my my last meal of unhealthiness on this trip home. I'm going to try to eat pretty healthy and do some intermittent fasting along the way, and just see how it goes. But so now I'm on my way to Florida. I think it's right outside of Jacksonville, Florida. I'm about, let's see, well, it's taking a while to load, but I think it's at like 2,600 miles, 2,650. So I just got a 34 in, and I should have plenty of time to get there. That's probably gonna be it for this video. I might do a time lapse, I'm not sure, but I'm headed home finally. So I've only been up here, what, an extra week, so it hasn't been too long. I did a load Friday, a load Monday, a load Tuesday, and a load Wednesday and Thursday. So I did 4 loads for him this time. I hope it was enough. My buddy's actually on his way back up to help out some more, and I'll probably go home, do this gala thing, or this gala. Do you say gala or gala? I think it's gala, since it's like the Met Gala. But anyways, I'll probably leave out right after that and come back up here, make sure money doesn't get tight for me, especially getting everything situated. Last night I even had a bad dream that one of my trucks is going to need like $8,000 worth of work just to get it on the road. And I don't even know why I dreamed that, but I was dead asleep and I woke up like, oh no. But I'll talk to you guys later, and let's hope I'm making it to Florida all right. What's up, guys? So I just wanted to finish off this video. You know, I've been staying up in the Northwest, and I finally got that load headed east. Well, I'm here in Florida now. I've been here for 3.5 hours getting unloaded. Hopefully, I've had the green light for probably over an hour now, so hopefully they get the paperwork and everything situated pretty soon, and then I can head out of here. And I'm really hoping I can make it home tonight, and then start working on getting my other truck road ready. And I should be leaving out in the Peterbilt on my next video, and then I'll just show you all around the cab and everything on that. But hopefully I get it done this trip. If not, I may have to take this one out one more time. But I've got a little oil leak started on the passenger side. I haven't been able to trace it down. It's not too bad, but it looks real messy. So I'm definitely going to work on or have that looked at while I'm at home, and see what it is and what I may need to do to it. But other than that, it's been a pretty good trip. You know, I made it down here plenty of time. I think I got here yesterday about 2 o'clock, and I stopped at a rest area about 20 miles from here, and drove in first thing in the morning since there's no parking here, which I knew going to places like this, it always takes forever. So here I am sitting here burning my clock down for the last 3.5 hours waiting on them to unload me, and it's cutting into the time getting home. It's kind of frustrating, but at the same time I kind of, you know, I felt like it was probably going to take a long time. It always does. But I'm just waiting for that phone call, and then I'm gonna head the 450 miles home, spend the weekend at home, and then leave out either Monday or Tuesday. I know I'm getting the computer and everything installed Monday, hopefully. And like I said, once that's installed, I'll be ready to head out. So we'll see how that goes. But I just wanted to make a quick ending to this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and have a good day.